morning, everyone. I was just trying something out to see how that would work. Oh, now the music wants to come back. Oh, that's me. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just trying something out. I went live beforehand, and I logged in with the wrong email address. Lately, it's wanting me to log in with my Gmail. So there was a little difficulty in that. But happy Tuesday, everyone. How is everyone today? This lovely day in the neighborhood. Let's give it a few minutes. I hope everyone doesn't think that I stopped when I had to re-log in. Hello, my great find for you. Morning, all laying in bed and listening. Hello, Dolly. Waiting for breakfast. Yeah, I can't wait to cook breakfast myself. So how is everybody this morning? How is it where you are? Over here, it's going to be close to 90 again today. Just lovely. Have the air conditioner on already. And Dolly says it's cold there. Yeah, I can imagine. Cold would be a good trade-off once in a while. Definitely, once in a while. So I did all my invoices for all of you. I think a lot of you. Buying Space. Hi, Myrna. How are you? Oh, really? This is my other channel. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. For all of you that were at the auction last night, I did all my invoices this morning. T gave me everybody's contact that I didn't have. Hello, Melissa. So I sent out all the invoices this morning. Myra. Yes, that's what I said, Myra. Yes, T is listening too. Hello, T. So I'll be getting all my, as soon as the invoices get paid, I'll send everything out today, along with my eBays. And then I could work on the rest of the stuff today. So what is everyone else's plans for today, Tuesday? Some people are back to work. Some people are resellers, so they're at work already. I understand that. Cold, cold, cold. Melissa's shipping today. Working on shipping and working on bringing items for tonight. Are you doing an auction tonight, Dolly? I have stuff everywhere here. Sunday's auction, last night's auction, stuff that didn't make the auction. So I have to clean up. Then I'm still working on my Amazon shipment. I am having lunch with my husband. That's nice. I like to have dinner with Sandy, but she only has Wednesday and Thursday off. And then it's tough. When you're on a diet, it's tough to go out to eat. Watching. But so Dolly, yes, she is having an auction tonight. So yeah, everybody tune into that. I want to have lunch with my boyfriend, but he doesn't ask ever. So you have to take the lead. You have to tell him, let's go to lunch. I usually make Sandy's lunch because she has to leave for work. I think she leaves at 1 o'clock now in the afternoon. So, very good, very good. Are you, so you're working on your reselling today, Dolly? You can go to lunch with my husband. Take him, please. Wow. Did you get any snow, Melissa? I understand you got some snow yesterday, the day before. Let's see. Adrian, talk about why people bid so early only to drive the price up. I admit when I first started eBay years ago, I didn't know any better, but eBay has been around for years now. Come over to YouTube and everybody can see your chat. So Adrian has a point. When you're looking to buy something on eBay, do you, and I believe he's talking about things that are at auction, things that are on auction. So when you look to buy something at an eBay auction, do you put a bid in early or do you wait for the last few minutes? Since typically when you put something just to be sold at auction, the majority of the attention and the activity usually happens the last 5 minutes of the auction. So you could list something for 7 days, 5 days, 10 days, but it's the last few minutes that your activity goes off the wire. Yeah, so last few seconds, I wait. Melissa said, no snow on the Cape. So that's true. I mean, a lot of people do wait. Back in the day, they used to be, and I've used it, and I'm guilty of using it. There was a sniper tool. I don't know if they still have it, but you would put in your max, what you're willing to pay for the item, and it was an app. It was an early app. It would watch the auction and put your bid in just above, just where it had to be, at the last few seconds, faster than we could do it. I don't even know if that's still around anymore. eBay Sniper, I think it was called, or Bid Winner, or something like that. I don't even know if it's still around anymore. But it would put your highest bid in just seconds before the auction ended. And Dolly says they still have something similar. Yeah, I mean, it was great because you always won. I don't know how it did it. It's faster than what we could do here on the keyboard and hitting enter and getting it in there. I remember when people used that. Yeah, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people got upset at people using that. They thought it was unfair. Instead of getting it themselves, but they just thought it was unfair. There was a couple of people the other day that asked me to do a little on eBay. And I don't see, auctions were so fun back in the day. Very true. I don't see them in the chat here or on Facebook right now. So what I'll probably do is film on eBay. I want to do eBay tutorials because way back when I first started, I was what they used to call it eBay trading assistant, and I would teach eBay, and I would sell things for other people also on eBay. That was way back, and things have changed and changed and changed, but the basics are still there. So I'm going to do a couple of videos like that. Hello, DLC. How are you? So, Melissa, you remember when auctions back in the day. So you must remember, if you sold a lot, getting numerous postal money orders in the mail for people's orders and going to the post office with your bunch of money orders. Then if you, like for my instance, I went too early. Oh, we don't have enough money. You have to come back. We don't have enough money in the till yet to pay you out. But it was like, money from heaven. You get an envelope and, oh, this person paid and this person paid and this person paid. But I have to admit, if eBay had kept it going, they were the only game, or they were the biggest game. If they didn't, what do they call it, sit on their laurels and then allowed Amazon to come in and take over, they would have still been number one. They would have been up there. They could have adapted. They could have put some money into technology and did all that, but they didn't. They didn't. Yes, cash, check, money order. It was great. Oh yeah, I can remember an envelope with a piece of cardboard and with a cellophane bag over it with change and dollar bills in there. But yeah, we didn't have to worry about being scammed too much back then. When we did, we tried to correct it right away. Like back then, I used to sell model kits and statues and stuff, and people would say, oh, I want to return this because it's damaged or whatever. And we would get a return back, and it wasn't the same one that we sent them. So after a while, we started putting on the inside somewhere just a dot or two of blacklight paint. So you really couldn't see it, but once it's held under blacklight, there it was. So we could go back to the person and say, this is not the same one that I sent you. Yes, it is. Well, no, I can prove it. And nowadays, where like something expensive, like a $200 statue or whatever, we're taking pictures of every step of the packing, showing the piece that it's fine, no cracks, no chips, no nothing, putting it back in the box, packing the box, showing that there's enough everything around it. Anything we could do to protect us, especially on something expensive like that. I was a letter carrier. It was different then. I weighed packages and did postage, wrote money orders right from my vehicle. I was rolling post office. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I can remember taking a stack of boxes and stuff to the post office and knew everybody by name. They all knew my name. I knew when to come, when it was, slow and everything. But after a while, when I started doing the postage myself, they used to just tell me, take it in the back where the trucks and stuff load up. And I used to go with boxes and boxes of stuff. But those were the good old days. And everything changes. Nothing stays the same. As much as some things we'd like to, everything does change. And I hate change. It's like they change a program. Now it's a whole new learning curve. You got to learn how to use the program again. So does anybody want to see me list an item on eBay? Or no, you guys know how to do that. I was selling Tommy Hilfiger and FUBU from Marshalls, the good old days. I found my first FUBU shirt or sneakers or both a couple of weeks ago. I saw them in a thrift store. I didn't pick them up, but I saw them. I do like Damon, though. I think his stuff is really good. Yes, I need to learn much. Are you selling on eBay now, Myra? Hopefully I said that right that time. I just do not sell. So far, I'm not selling. I sell on Facebook Marketplace. I sell on Letgo. I try to. Stuff is not moving that much. I'm not doing Mercari yet. I haven't done Etsy yet. I am surprised at how much bootleg stuff there is on Etsy. Have not sold on Bonanza yet, and several of the other places. I'm trying to get more and more into Amazon, because Amazon's kind of like paying an employee. You send them everything. It's advertised. You can pay for advertising like eBay, but then they ship it and they manage it for you. They manage the returns, they manage the payments, and then you get a check every couple of weeks. So that's really nice. I like that. Because I think the biggest part I hate about eBay is the shipping. Hello, Maricha. How are you? So buying space, you're still only on Facebook Marketplace. I used to sell on Amazon, got away from it a few years ago. Paul, have you ever been to the New Hampshire bins? Yes, the one I like the best is the one next to Walmart in Hudson. I was there when we were up there in November. Actually, I was there a few times. Almost cut my hand open because I reached in to the bin and there's broken glass everywhere, and I didn't realize it, and I didn't have gloves. Have you ever used eBay Valet? When you send them your product, they do everything else? No. Hi, Nance. No, I used to be, what back in the day was called an eBay trading assistant. I used to sell things for other people. But I don't know. I didn't know they had anything like that now, unless they still do. When eBay was getting real big, also, there were stores opening up. eBay drop-offs. You would go into the store, just a small store with a big back room, and they would sell the stuff for you and list it on eBay. I thought of doing that, but then after a year, they started closing down. They were charging the people 35 to 45% to sell their items. It's a lot of money. I mean, I think 30% was the most I've ever charged anybody. Typically, like 20%. Because, yeah, you're still doing all the work. You're doing the photographing. You're doing the listing. But it is still a lot of work. Definitely. It is a lot. 45%. I mean, some places got crazy, 50, 60%. And then they said it depends on what you bring them. But they would take everything. Everything. Big, small. There was one place that was really popular. I think it was just called eBay Drop-Off. And if you had an engine, a car engine, they would do it for you. And then they had people in the back that palletized it. So that's how much they were into it. But they still, like I said, after a year, almost, I think every single one closed down. So let's list an item. All right. I'm going to share my screen. I'm not going to be able to see your text right away. So let's share the screen with this one. And why is it doing that? I don't want it to do that. Oh, cool. I will list 2, but how do I stop the infinity going on? I don't want infinity screen. So Maricha, how do I stop? Do you know? Go to another tab. Well, there's my other tab. And there's that tab. There's that one. All right, bear with me, everybody. I did this yesterday or the day before. It wasn't too bad. Turn camera off. Okay, that didn't work. Huh. Hello. Click on the camera. So I wonder why it's giving me this. They call this the infinity screen. Just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. Oh, click the screen you want to share. Remove full screen layout. Sorry about this, everybody. I'm probably going to have to do just a separate video using a different program on that because I don't know why that is happening. I'm getting in what they call infinity screen. Share. Sharing, don't show these tips again. Share audio, checkbox, share audio from Chrome tab. I want that one. Share. There we go. How is that? How is that? How is that? Okay. Click the eBay tab. All right. So this is eBay. All right. And I'm not going to sign up for another account. I already have two. One that we use. One is Sandy's. So you just got to go into ebay.com. It'll take you here and then create an account. So you go into there, put your information in, and you create an account. I wouldn't continue with Facebook or Google. I would just do it on your own. Create an account. You're going to go through, or you can create a business account. You're going to have to come up with a name. And now because it's been on so long, you got to come up with something, like Buying Space might be there. Something unique. So then you go in, all right? And then once you have your account set up, you're just going to be able to sign in. And hopefully LastPass is going to work for me. No, I don't want Sandy's account. I want Polly's account. And then you can do this. I don't do it. This is just another form of getting in there, protection. So now we're into eBay, okay? This will be your first page. This is everything you looked at. That's my name, Big Hug. It was actually Sandy's account that I took over because when I sold one of my stores, I sold my eBay account with it because it was the same name as the store. Feedback. So you want to list an item. And I'm going to show you what I feel is the easiest way to list the item. I'm on my desktop. This is my desktop computer. And if you have a question or whatever, just put it in the chat, and it's slow, but I will see it on my StreamYard. So I'm going to go to sell. And it shows you how many active listings you have. And I'm down to 160. So you want to go to listing, or you can go on this side, but I want to go to listing, and I want to create a listing. Now let me say this first. Let's go back. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's go back. You want to create a listing, but you don't want to lose money. You want to make sure you're going to sell it for a good price. You want to sell it for the going price. You don't know what the going price is. It could be a vase. It could be a small electronic. In this case, can I bring myself back here? In this case, this is what I'm selling. Okay, it's a toy. It's sealed. It's in very good condition. All right. Now what I could do is just type in the barcode, or not. I could just type in the title. So let's go back. Search for anything. Okay. You could see my cursor, I hope. Hope everybody's following along. Yep. So my cursor is up here. Search for anything. Let's first try, and this is what I had to do yesterday. I was doing some research for myself. I'm going to do the barcode. 6961983716111. Enter. This is the piece that I'm going to sell. Now mine, like I said, the one I have in hand here, I bought it at a garage sale. It's brand new. No problems with the packaging. Keep in mind, a collector more than likely is going to want a piece like this. So collectors are extremely picky. The bubble has to be perfect. Let me show you again. The bubble has to be perfect. No creases, no crushes. The card has to be perfect. Now, granted, this is not going for a lot of money, but collectors are going to keep this in the package, put it on their shelf with the rest of them, and they want perfect. Sometimes you're going to see peg in place or unpegged. This hole right here will usually have the cardboard still there. That means it just came out of the case and the store didn't put it on the shelf on the peg. That makes the package even better. I know I'm getting into a lot of detail, but things like this, the collectors are really picky about. Now this shows you what's listed. There's only 3 listed. Okay. Brand new, $9.89. Brand new, $15. Brand new, $19. So that's what it's listed for. You want to go down a little further on the left, and you want to click on solds. None have sold. So go back on the left, unclick sold. So there's 5 at $20 brand new, plus $3.75 shipping, which is probably what it would cost. There's 5 and free returns. There's 5 people watching this. Now this one's $15 and $3 shipping. Why nobody's watching this, I have no idea. This says right here, there's 3 new and refurbished from $9.89. Okay, which just means that this guy has the lowest, plus $8 shipping. So it's actually not the lowest. Another way you could search is go to best match, which will probably always come up, and just go down here, price plus shipping, lowest first. Oh, okay, so he is. 17, Yeah, he just makes it. Just makes it. What he did here is he took the image from the website, from the company's website. These people are actually taking pictures of the product. So if you actually want to see what you're buying, it's right there. All right. Free returns. Free returns. He doesn't have free returns. So you want to list this. Now, I'm just making some examples. Let's say you paid $1 for this, and it's going to cost you almost $4 to ship it if you're thinking coast to coast, because it's lightweight. It can go first class. Even in a box, you're probably only looking at 5 ounces. So you get an idea. 10 plus 8, on the average, $17. So I want to go back to sell. Wait a minute. I don't. I want to copy. Sorry, I'm trying to get ahead of myself and I shouldn't. I'm going to copy the UPC code that I put in. Now I'm going back to sell. Hey, Bob. I used to have an eBay store accounts. Haven't sold stuff on eBay in years. Sold a couple, like my Darth Vader cosmetic Facebook. Looks like you do fine with eBay. Maybe I'll get inspired. Bob used to have a comic shop like myself, and he was in Connecticut. He's still in Connecticut. Known Bob for many, 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 many years. Hello. I don't see your name. So I'm at listings. Just hover your mouse over listings, create a listing. Enter the UPC, part number, or product name. So as long as the item is fairly new, you have a UPC. If it's old, you have to type in what it is. All right, so there's the UPC. And these are my options. Designer, urban, vinyl. I'm going to go for that because that's what they are. They're like little Funko Pops, which would be the same thing. It's creating a draft. Now, it kept the UPC code there. Sometimes when you put that in the search, it'll come up with the title, everything, even an image. It'll say, do you want to use the standard image? And you could say yes or no. So what this is this is Mezits 2-inch mini figures pack DC. I'm not a fast typer, so bear with me. DC Universe, which would be something you want to put in everything that people will look for. And this would be Batman and Joker. And then I want to look in the back. Now, this is from 2011. So I want to go back to the front. 2011. And then I want to put mint in package. Collectors will know what that means. Custom label. Okay, this comes up with everything. Yes, I'm fine with all that. If not, you just X that, it'll take it out. Custom label. Where in your inventory are you going to put this? It's a small box. It's a small package. When it sells, it'll come up with this information, custom label, to show where you put it. So this is your inventory system. So I have a rack, and I'm going to say that this is in box 2. So when it sells, I'm going to go to my rack, and I'm going to go to box 2, and this is going to be in there. Comes up with the eBay category. You can add a second category, but that's another fee. You want to keep your fees as low as possible. Your store. You may not have this when you first get started. This is when you have a store. So I have a store, and this is action figures. Well, I'm going to put this under action figures domestic, Or I could do collectibles. I'm going to do collectibles on this. There's no variation. Variation would be if you were going to list several of these, and let's say sometimes the Joker would have a silver suit on. You'd put that in, you'd create a variation for the silver suit, and you could charge more money for that. I'm going to add the UPC. Do I still have it saved? Yes. Now it's going to add the UPC. So if somebody wants to search the item by UPC, they can. This is new. If you hit used, then in this box, you say what's wrong with it. Has a bent card, has creases on the top right-hand corner. The bubble pack is broken. The bubble is sun damaged, which means yellowed. The more you put in here, the better, because then people will say, you know, it's not as described or something like that. No, you're going to give them all the information. You want them to be happy with the purchase. So this is new. Photos. I don't have any photos on my desktop, but that's okay. I'm going to show you what to do. Display a large photo. I don't do that because it's $2. The brand is right, the size, the year, the character family, the type. I'm going to put that this is a figurine. Age level. Does this have, sometimes they do have age level. Not for children under 3. So I would put 5 to 7. Era. The more of this you fill out, the better off it is. So let's do 5 to 99. I always do 99. Packaging. Original, unopened. Custom bundle. No, this is just the way it came. Material, plastic. Like I said, the more of this you put in here, the better it helps your searches. Convention, no. Which means this would be a convention exclusive, something's different about it. No, this is just right out of the regular retail. Is it a modified item? Nope, just the way we got it. I don't have one, an MPN. If I did, it would come in there. Scale, 2 inches, because I don't think there is a real scale. There's no California warrant, you know, anything like that. This was made, I want to say, in China. Made in China. So drop this down, or just hit the C and it'll bring up the C's. China. Now, this is where you put your description. So what I do is I go back up the top. I copy all that. Go back down. Paste it in there. 2011. 2-inch minifigure. DC Universe. Batman and Joker. Mint in package. There's really nothing else I have to say because it's new. So I could just put new. If you could put more stuff in there if, you know, there was a damage or something like that you want to say something about, but there isn't. I'm going to do a fixed price. I'm going to start my listings when I submit them. Now we know $17 is the lowest price. This cost me, I believe, $2. But there's only 3 listed. So do I want to go $17 and compete with everybody else? Or do I want to go $15? So what I'm going to do is I want this thing to sell, and I'm good with making just a few bucks on it. I'm going to go $12. Also, I'll be the lowest one there. If I add shipping, this is just $12 on its own. Best offer. Do I want people to make an offer on the item? There's ways of thinking from people that put a best offer in anything. It opens up dialogue with somebody that's willing to buy your item. Some people say, no, $12 is the lowest I want to go. So that's it. I'm not going any lower. So they click off best offer. I'm okay with it. I don't put anything in here. This would be automatically accept offers of at least 10, automatically decline offers lower than you could put 8. So then when somebody tries to put an offer of $2, it'll say declined automatically. Or if they say, you know, whatever you put in here, 11 or 10, if they offer 10, it'll take it right away. Quantity, I only have 1. Allow buyers to remain anonymous. I always click this. It's just a force of habit for me. I think way back in the day, other store owners would buy a lot, and I don't think they want other store owners to see what they're buying. PayPal. So hopefully you have a PayPal account to get a payment. You should have a PayPal account because that's how eBay is going to take out their shipping fees, or PayPal will take out the shipping fees. eBay will take out their fees. So you're going to put your PayPal address right in here. So make sure you're ready with your PayPal account. This is going to be a buy it now. Require immediate payment with buy it now. So as soon as they buy, it'll be paid. If you don't click this, they don't have to pay right away. They could pay tomorrow, the next day. Hopefully they will pay you. This is just instructions I have. Hello, Adrian. We can only ship to a verified eBay/PayPal address. Whatever address you have verified on your account is okay with us. Usually we do not ship to a PO box. Because on eBay, somebody will say, I want this shipped somewhere else. And I don't do that because there's no way of us knowing if somebody hacked into someone else's account and they're going to have the ship sent to an address that they could just wait outside for. So I always put this in. It just protects us because eBay is going to verify your address. PayPal will verify your address. And when they pay, that's the address that comes up on the invoice. So then you're fine. You're covered by eBay and PayPal seller protection. Charge sales tax according to the sales tax table? Yes. And now eBay collects that for you. Domestic returns accepted. You don't have to, but would you buy from someone that didn't take a return? Think about that. Just put yourself in their shoes. So I do 30-day returns. The other thing is with all this is, do you want your account to be rated with eBay? And I have a top rated account. It took me a while to get it. I've had it in the past. I lost it because I didn't do many sales, and now I got it again. So if you don't care, if you know, it's okay. But I do 30-day returns and I do free returns. On this, where it's so small, sure, I'm going to keep it that way. I don't have any more, so I can't do a replacement or an exchange. I'm definitely not going to do international returns because to send this international is going to cost like $10. It'll cost more than the item. I'm going to do calculated cost. You could do calculated. You could do flat. The next two don't make a difference, but you could do pickup only. Calculated means you're going to put in all the information, and I'll show you that in a second. Flat means I just want to get $6 for shipping. I don't care who buys it. Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Alaska, next door. I'm going to charge $6 for shipping. Now, granted, this is probably going to cost $382, $387, something like that. So people will know that you're going to make a couple of dollars on the shipping. So or you could do $2 for shipping, and then the real shipping is only going to cost you probably $2. So that's another way to think about it. Just marketing, basically. That's on marketing. You could get more things sold if you charge little shipping or free shipping. So I'm going to do calculated. If I wanted to do free shipping, this is what I would click. So if I do free shipping, that means I'm only going to get 8 for the item at $12, and then minus the fees, PayPal, eBay, I'm looking at only making a couple of dollars. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then always offer them an upgrade. Okay, because you never know, somebody wants it tomorrow. So UPS priority padded rate envelope. You're going to say this could get damaged in padded rate envelope. It's all how you ship. I can get this into a small box and then put that box into a padded flat rate envelope. So double protection. Now, granted, this is going to cost them $7, $8 to get it that way. But if they want it the next day, they'll pay. Offer local pickup, sure. If you're local enough, you don't want to pay shipping, fine. Handling time. These are your options. When you go on vacation, you put your store on vacation, you put that down as far as you can. Don't do same business day if you can't deliver on the promise. If you want to be a top rated seller, you have to go for one business day. One business day for me is I have it shut off at 9 o'clock. If you pay for something after 9 a.m., I have to ship it out the next day. If that's too much for you, if you're just doing this on the side or whatever, put 2 or 3 days. That's fine. If you put 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, and you don't ship it until the 4th or 5th day, your account's going to get dinged, and you don't want that to happen. Handling cost, I don't put anything in there. Some people do put a handling cost. I don't know. There's several ways of thinking on that. If I was going to buy something and they had a handling cost, I would just go to the next person selling. Combined shipping discounts. After you get into it, you can do this. So in other words, if somebody buys more than one item, I'm going to give them a break on shipping. Somebody buys more than one item, I'm going to give them the second or third item for half off, something like that. Calculated cost varies by buyer location. Yes. Or you could do no international shipping. Why would you do no international shipping? Ship international, definitely. Because if you only want to ship to the United States, that's great. But by not shipping, hello, Donna. Donna, you were one of the ones that were asking how to do eBay. If you still want to, I would review this video when we're done from the beginning, because I'm going through step by step how to sell a product on eBay. By not shipping international, you're not letting, 30 million people not be able to buy your product. So do international shipping. And I mean, like I said, if you don't want to, you don't want to. But you do calculated, ship to worldwide. You could do locations, custom locations. I just do worldwide. Offer another service. Canada, you could do different shipping to Canada. So I'm just going to remove this. This package is small enough that I know this will go into a first class package. I believe this has to be over 13 ounces to go priority. How do we find products that sell well? I will have to do a different video on that one, Donna, because it's not hard, but it's not easy. International site visibility. As we all know, eBay has more than one site. If you want your items to go on eBay UK, click here. I wouldn't bother with that until you're really into it, because there's more fees. Definitely not for something that's, under $10, $20. Once you get into it, then you can start looking at things like that. I've only done it a couple of times with something that a collector's piece that was really rare, really sought after, and over $100. Package weight and dimensions. This is going to make all the difference to your shipping right here. And you need to know this stuff. So the package on this piece, where are we? On this piece, okay, it's small. So I know this is going to go in a 9 by 9 by 1 padded envelope, and I'm still going to protect it. And I know this is going to be no more than 5 ounces. Now, exclude shipping locations. I am excluding these shipping locations. So that means if somebody's interested and they're from these locations, and you see P.O. Box here is listed as a location, it's not going to allow them to purchase. And you can edit the list. If there's some place you don't want to sell it to, you don't have to. Item location. This is where my items ship from. All right. Now, this is just my office, my P.O. box, where they accept things for me. Promoted listings. Once again, I wouldn't get into this until you're really into doing eBay. This is if you wanted to boost the listing. On this one, I don't have to, because there's only 3 other people selling it. Let's say this item that I'm putting up had 50 people selling the same thing, and it was a $50 piece, or 25 people and it was a $50 piece. If you click on this, it shows the going rate is 3.8%. Now that's going to add a fee once it sells via promoted listing for 46 cents. You don't have to do, I work for the post office. Thank you for the business. No problem, Jason. You don't have to do the going rate, which this means is if you're at the going rate, or if you're above the going rate. Now that only added 2 more cents. That means you're probably going to be first when they do a search. And it's going to cost you 48 cents to be there. But let's say you want to be ahead and you don't care where you are in the list, but you want to be over the people that are not boosting or promoting their listings. Just go 1%. It's 12 cents. So that's not bad. Now, like I said, there's only 3 people selling this item, so I'm not going to boost it at all. So I just unclick that. And you can also put down when you want the campaign to go. Volume pricing, offer a discount when they purchase more than 1 item. You can. I wouldn't worry about that when you're just getting started. But these are your options. Buy 1 item, there's no discount. Buy 2 items, they could save 5% or whatever you want to put in there. So far, fees are none. That's because I have a store and they give you 250 free listing. Well, it's not free because you pay for the store, $39. And I haven't used all my listings because, as you know, we've been doing mostly auctions. So there's no fees. Typically, you're new, it's going to say 25 cents because I believe that's what it cost, 25 cents to list something. If it's over, I want to say either $25 or $50, it's going to be more than 25 cents. It's not going to be outrageous, but 25 cents. So you can review everything that you did. Now remember, no pictures, okay? So I'm happy with everything, and I want to list the item. So I'm going to go and list the item. Ah, looks like there's a problem. Photos, at least one photo, okay? So remember, I don't have a photo saved on my desktop. So I'm going to do save as draft. Okay, it's in my draft. Now I'm going to come back here. Hello. So I'm going to get my phone, and I'm going to open up my eBay app. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, that's my eBay app. Now I want to go to selling, and you can see the draft is right there on the bottom. It's that fast. I'm going to open up the draft. The first thing that shows is it's asking me for photos, but there's all the information. All right. So I'm going to click on that X, and it's going to come up with that. I don't have a photo of this. It's going to ask me on the bottom, camera or photo library. I don't have photos of this piece, so I'm going to use the camera. So I have the camera on. So I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to get really close. Snap a picture. I'm going to turn this over, show the back, snap a picture. And I think that's it. They're just going to see what it is. So now I'm going to up here, I'm going to say done. And it's going to show the two pictures that I just took. Try to get not a busy background. Typically they want you to do a white background. So I'm going to hit done. So now there's the listing. There's the two photos. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, and it says list your item or save for later. So let's see what happens when I want to list the item. Success. And I hit done. So now let's go back. There's the draft. Let's refresh the screen. And the draft is gone. Let's go to listings, active. And I'm going to click over here to start date. And there it is. I'm going to bring it up. And there's the picture. Now, the picture is very fuzzy. I don't know why. Picture in the back is okay. And see there's too much background? Now I am picky. So I'm going to go to revise your item. And I'm going to go down to pictures. Past pictures. And I'm going to click on this. And I'm going to take a new picture when I'm all done anyway. But I'm just going to show you what you can do after the fact. Save. And I just edited the picture. So you want to brighten it up a little because it was too dark in the room. You want to darken it. Save. So now you just save the picture. Like I said, I don't like that it's fuzzy, so I will take a new picture. Same thing with this one. This one is fine, but I want to edit it. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Jonathan. So I'm going to hit save. And that's it. It's saved. Now it's light enough. It's dark enough where it has to be. So then you're going to go down the bottom and update listing. And you can revise another one, or I'm done. And that's it. It's listed. And it tells me right here, it's in box 2. So I know when I'm done here, I'm going to go into the room and I'm going to put it in box 2. So when it sells, let's see, I have one I have to ship. Awaiting orders, awaiting shipment. I have to ship this Levi's Silver Tab, custom label. This is in box C, and it's number 11. So I'm going to have to go to box C on the rack where the clothes are, what's left of my clothes sold, and then number 11. And that's it. Then I can print my shipping label, and I am done. So I hope that made sense to everybody. It's not hard. The more you do it, the more easier it becomes, like anything. Repetition. And they always say, you know, to keep your store and your eBay sales fresh, you should list every day. Do I list every day? No, I'm trying to get more stuff on Amazon, because if you're going to sell on eBay and something sells, you need to ship it. Well, I know in the next 2 months, we're going to be gone for a couple of months. So I would rather have sales happening than put my store on vacation, put my stuff on hold on eBay. This way, when they're on Amazon, it's almost, you pay a little bit more in fees, but it's just like you're paying for an employee. That's the mentality. Because when you do that, when something sells, you just get an email. Amazon just shipped something you sold. So at the end, you just get paid. So let's see what I missed. Old School Flips. Uncle Bees, how are you? Jonathan, hello, good morning. Good morning, Dawn. Hello, Nance. Hello, Arthur. Excuse me. So I just went step by step over how to list something on eBay. I hope that helps. I'm going to keep this video and I will update the title and everything. I know it was a little difficult getting to share the screen the right way, but we got it done. So hopefully, maybe you'll take something away from this that was helpful. If you don't know how to do eBay and you wanted to learn, hopefully that helps you a little bit. Like I said, multi-streams of income. There's nothing like it. Use the money to go on vacation. Use the money to pay a bill. I've heard from everybody. They, you know, hey, I'm selling on eBay and the money I make is going to just my car payment. Or I sell on eBay or Mercari or Etsy, and I use that money just for fun money. You know, I find stuff all the time. Like I said, I've been in real estate now 16 years. I've still done eBay off and on, and only now I'm doing it full swing, because when you get a house and you're under contract and then somebody says, oh, gee, now I have to have a garage sale and I can get $1 for that. And no, you can get way more than $1 for that. Sell it on eBay. Find somebody that's looking for that and is willing to pay you $20, $30, because that's what it's worth. I've run into that over and over and over again. Even I've bought stuff from my clients that didn't want to deal with selling it on eBay, or, didn't want to have an estate sale. But, when you're at the point where it's 30 days, you got to pack and be out in 30 days. Or another way to start selling on eBay is just sell extra stuff you have lying around the house. That's the best way. Time to declutter. Less is more. What are the other phrases? Just you haven't used it in 6 months to a year, sell it. Make some money. Sure, you got to pack it after it, but you sell it and you go on. Use that money for something else that you did want. You want to update your phone, but you have 2 or 3 phones that you're not using anymore, sell them. Use that money for your new phone. New iPhones, $1,100. I mean, I bought the 8. I didn't buy the 11. So there's different things like that. But hey, I want to thank everybody for coming in this morning and going through this with me. It was fun. I'm glad you're here. Please hit the thumbs up. Comment afterwards if you'd like to see, or what else you would like to see, or if you would like to see something else. I sell on eBay to have something to do on oxygen, and rather than sit around the TV, I trying to live. I hear you, and it's fun. I mean, Dawn, you have to admit, you buy something, like I think, Donna, you asked, where do you find something to sell? If you go to a garage sale, an estate sale, Goodwill, Salvation Army, a thrift store, and you pick up something and you say, wow, this is only $1. But if I don't sell it, I want it because it is something that I want. But if I can sell it and make a few bucks, I'm going to sell it. So then you go home and you find out that thing you bought for $1, you can get $10 for. That's the thrill of the hunt. That's the excitement. That's the thing that's cool, because you're buying something for a little and selling it for a lot. That's where it's fun. That's where it's exciting. People, when we do the auctions, people buy these jewelry jars from Donna and Kelly and Jerry and all these people that do auctions, and they have jewelry jars full. Now, this is just an example, full of jewelry, and they buy storage auctions, so they don't know. They're just collecting all this jewelry, putting in the jar. Once it's full, they sell it. Here, I'm going to start this at $50. I'm going to start this at $25. I don't know what's in it. Person buys it. All of a sudden, they're saying, hey, there was a piece of 14 karat gold in there. Hey, there was a sterling silver ring in there. Hey, there was 18 karat gold watch band. That gets them excited, gets everybody excited. That's like the old West panning for gold. So it's fun. It is fun, and it's exciting. But hey, I'm rambling. If it's sitting around, why do you need it? Absolutely. When we moved here to Florida in 2003, we had a couple of boxes in the garage that 3 years I hadn't touched. And Sandy would tell me, hey, you haven't touched those things in 3 years. It's obvious that we don't need it. Throw them away or sell them. So I opened up the box and we sold it. But that's it, everybody. I am going to call it here. Thank you. It's been, thank you, Donna. Thanks for coming. Like I said, the video will be on my Facebook page, and feel free to check it out there. Let me put the link in there for everyone. The YouTube page. And if you're not, subscribe to my YouTube page also, and you'll get notices when I come on. I'm going to try to do these live videos every morning at 9 o'clock. I'll be on, except Saturday and Sunday. I promise somebody, no Saturday, no Sunday. So once again, thank you, everybody. and have a great day. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Bye.